When I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 even, getting into the gym. A lot of people say like, they struggle with going to the gym and stuff. And I wanted to talk about this on how I got into going to the gym regularly. And how that went was, I used to go super early at the gym at 4 a.m. With my, at the time, girlfriend. But that wasn't the reason really. But the real reason was that my mom, every freaking morning, she would come up and like bang on my door. Moman, wake up. Time to pray Fajr. Fajr is like the morning prayer. Every damn morning. Like, love her. She's very religious, respected, everything. I mean, I should too. I should be too. But anyways, as a child, oh my God, she's gonna like let me sleep. Like, every morning she would come up, and if you don't wake up, she'll come back at like maybe in 5 minutes, and you're like, you haven't woken up. And if you still didn't, then she'll come again, and then she'll turn off the goddamn fan. She'll turn on the lights, like at 5 a.m. every day. As a goddamn child with mac and cheese brain, I was like, oh my God, I hate it. I shouldn't say that, but like I was a child. I was like, oh my God, I dread doing that. Then I had to like go pray with the family, and then we had to pray Quran and stuff. I was like, oh man, don't want to do it. You can imagine that, going to the church or something. But what I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m. before she wakes up, and I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be out of the house. I'm gonna be at the gym. I found out that going to the gym was easier thing for me to do than go pray and like, for about 45 minutes to read Quran, and it was like not the best thing at the moment at which I thought. So the easier part was to wake up early and just leave for the gym. Why I tell you this story is that because you're not lazy. You are just avoiding the hard thing with the easier thing. It's like human goddamn nature. You do the easy thing because you don't want to do the hard thing. And spoiler alert. There's nothing easy to do nowadays. You're probably gonna guess it. Being on your phone. Everything is harder than being on the phone. Right? So imagine like, or playing a goddamn game, and you're doing the big mission. I'm thinking like GTA, and you have to do like a robbery mission or something, and it's the bigger one. Yet you keep doing the side quests and not go towards the big mission because it's like hard, and like it's not the thing that you like. It's scary. Let's not look at it. And you keep doing the the driving around the goddamn map. We did that growing up. Like we hated doing fucking missions, and all we did was like after like couple starting missions, when like most of the things are opened up, we just drove on the map because like it was like scary to do goddamn missions. It's scary to do the different levels, and that's not being lazy. That's human nature. So, the goal is to make you clear of this, and that now whenever you are procrastinating, you realize it's not that you're avoiding that thing because like you're lazy and or like it's something special. Your brain just wants to do the easier thing. Right? Right. So, if there is a bigger pain at the start, you'll automatically do the other thing. The bigger pain for me was going, to the next room and like praying with the family and praying the Quran for like 45 minutes. And that was like the bigger pain. Like, it feels wrong saying it, which it is, but like, it was. I was a goddamn child. I don't know what I was thinking. But, that was a bigger pain for me than going to the gym. So which one I picked? Going to the gym. Most of you guys don't realize this and don't optimize for this thing. Now that I've completed the gym, now the bigger pain is to do the homework, to go to school, or like do the schoolwork. Like, you kind of have to go to school, so you just do the schoolwork. Okay, that's the big one. What's the smaller thing? I already went to the gym. I'll make the goddamn YouTube video. I made the YouTube video, now what? The bigger pain is, I don't know, figure out my goddamn life. Look at my finances and everything. Maybe doing the schoolwork might be easier than that. You do that. And once you're kind of doing it, you don't have to have these pains and what's the big pain, what's the small pain. Once you get into once you're at the gym, you're like, okay, we're in the flow. You're just doing the things like regularly. You just have that flow and motivation to do that. Like, people can relate. When you do a certain thing, when you take the first step, you kind of just want to take the second step, right? Then you take 2 steps and then, like, might as well do the whole thing. Eventually, once you do go to the gym, then you go, fine, I'll come back home and pray too. And then you're like, oh, fine, I'll pray already, so might as well do the schoolwork. Oh, I did that already, might as well do this. Oh, I've done all that, might as well, finish the whole day with a good ending. So it's just your pain tolerance from one thing to another. Let's talk about actionable steps you can do. The best thing for now you can do is write down all the things you have to do. All the fucking missions you have to do. All the goddamn monsters you have to fucking slay. Write them down. Write them down. Start with the smallest one. Sure, sometimes people say, start with the most important one. Okay, yeah, you do that once you have the discipline to do it, right? Once you are with that, you're not procrastinating anymore. You have that mentality of, this isn't it, really. It takes practice. But first of all, you just gotta start with the smaller mission. Easier mission. You gotta do the sides. You kind of have to do the side quest. Once there is no more goddamn side quests left, now you're like, I still want to play the goddamn game. And your game is like, yeah, no, this is the only option. Or, as you do the side quests, other missions open up, right? Even like the harder ones open up from the pre-harder one. And you're like, should I do that one or just get rid of this one? And then you just do this one. You do this one, and some more side quests open up. You do those, and then this one becomes smaller because you did all those side quests, and that opened up a bigger mission. And you're like, I don't really want to do that one. Might as well do this one. And the cycle continues. You become more productive. You're getting shit done. So write down your goddamn missions. Second, pick the smaller one. Once you have the flow, it'll just go. You'll follow the route. You'll follow the goddamn way. I did that for stars. For starting, that what made me become a person who goes to the gym. Like now, today I was like, I'm gonna rest. In the morning, I was like, yeah, I've been, it's like I've been 3 days. I should take a rest day. And then by now, I was like, oh my god, I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. I just came back from the gym, drinking my protein shake. And once you start doing the small things, the bigger things become easy because even bigger levels and conquests open up. Then you do the small thing. When you do that, other things open up. You do that, and the bigger thing becomes smaller, and the bigger thing stays there, and you do that thing, and that opens up another thing, and this becomes smaller, and that becomes bigger. And you just keep climbing the goddamn ladder. You don't have to look at the goal, the big goddamn goal. Sure, it's good to have a back mind, when you finish the game, you'll have all the goddamn points, you'll have all the goddamn money and guns and like all the goddamn cars. It'll be so much easy, and all the properties are making you goddamn cash. Sure, that's a good view to have, good, visualization. But for now, we're gonna focus on what's there, what's right here, what's in the plate. And you keep climbing the ladder. If you don't get on one-on-one with me, there's a link down below. We can go over what's your big vision. That's the real thing. I think a lot of people are struggling with. They don't know what their thing is. They don't know what they should be doing. They don't know what they should be working on. Even though I have a free goddamn PDF for you to do, should do it. If you still need help, let's hop on one-on-one. And bro, 2025 better be the best year of your life. Kisses always.